The cost of procrastination is the life you could have lived. Growth happens when you start doing things that you're not qualified to do. Sometimes when you're in a dark place, you think you've been buried, but actually you've been planted. Destroy the old you before it destroys you. You grow as much as the amount of truth you're willing to accept about yourself without running away. Confidence does not come from an expectation of success. It comes from a comfort with failure. If you don't sacrifice for what you want becomes sacrifice. You can have results or excuses, not both. Be smart enough to ask for advice, but be wise enough to know who to seek it from. The more responsibility you take, the more you empower yourself to do something about that pain. You can either choose a happy, conventional, and stress-free life, or you can choose a very interesting but more difficult and meaningful one. The world doesn't care about your potential, it cares about what you've done. You might not enjoy discipline, but you'll enjoy the results. There is always time. The only question is how long you'll make excuses. Life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it. If you don't control your mind, someone else will. You are always responsible for how you act, no matter how you feel. There are no bad emotions, only bad reactions to them. Develop a willingness to be disliked. This will grant you freedom to do what needs to be done. Forgive yourself for not knowing what you didn't know before you learned it. Envy is a waste of time. You already have all you need. Resentment is like taking poison and waiting for the other person to die. The faster you do the things you avoid, the faster you get the good things you want. Action breeds more clarity than thought. Sometimes the hardest thing and the right thing are the same. What you allow is what will continue. Don't expect to see a change if you don't make one. If someone's absence brings you peace, you won't lose anything. When you start seeing your worth, you'll find it harder to stay around people who don't. Never make someone a priority who only makes you an option. When someone shows you their true colors, don't try to paint a different picture. If you find yourself constantly trying to prove your worth to someone else, you've already forgotten your value. Once you lose someone, it's never exactly the same person who comes back. You can't really control someone's loyalty toward you. Stop having relationship problems with people you're not in relationships with. You can't lose what you never had, and you can't hold on to what doesn't want to stay. Hands that were on your shoulder during bad times are more valuable than the hands that clap during success. Trust takes years to build, seconds to break, and forever to repair. Be careful who you share your weaknesses with. Some can't wait to use them against you. You train people how to treat you, unconsciously or not. People who play roles will eventually forget their lines. Pay attention. All endings are also beginnings. We just don't know it at the time. Life always offers you a second chance. It's called tomorrow. Sometimes things fall apart, so better ones can begin. Everything comes to you at the right time. Be patient and trust the process. The longer you live in the past, the less future you have to enjoy. Accept the things you cannot change and change the things you cannot accept. You won't forget some bad things. You just stop caring. It's never too late to reinvent yourself. The greatest challenge in life is discovering who you are. The second is being happy with what you find. A lot of things broke your heart but fixed your vision. Life may knock you down, but remember, you don't lose by falling. You lose by staying down. You spend all your health for wealth, and then all your wealth for one day of good health. Don't set yourself on fire to keep others warm. You can always earn money again. You can't earn time.